playing video games once everything gets figured out. YouTube's down, at least on our end.
No, Twitch went on. Oh, no. YouTube went on.
On our end. I'm not saying it didn't go on. I'm talking about the website being dead.
Oh, that needs to stop. Where is it?
I don't know. In your booty hole? I don't fucking know, bro.
No, there's an echo and it needs to stop.
Oh, that's right. Rumble wasn't working the other day either. I can't get kicked to work with Rumble. I don't know what happened. Shut the fuck up.
Hi. Hey there, buddy. What's up, tall guy?
D-Live isn't... it's working. It was just taking a minute. We're gonna see. We're gonna see.
Okay, bye.
We're gonna see. Why is Kick randomly fucking playing?
Okay, bye. Okay, that's where the echo's coming from then.
My Kick is like randomly playing.
Allegedly, we are live on YouTube.
I don't know. I can't check.
I know. Restream says we are live. It says we are streaming. However, I don't think we're getting any viewers on YouTube right now. I don't get any viewers on YouTube anyway, so it doesn't really fucking matter, but...
Yeah, it's just something went wrong. And it just...
Right.
Fuck off, faggot. No shit. What'd you do? YouTube.com. Refresh. Nothing. I can't even click on anything.
No, I
do anything when I click on it.
My catch got out of date and cleared itself, and now I can't do shit on YouTube.
So... Why am I not on my stream manager? What the hell's going on? We've been live for 4 minutes. Well, a little bit longer because there's a delay, but... You know, this is 3 minutes. How was it 4 minutes on Twitch? But 3 minutes on here. What the fuck? It's 4 minutes on everything but here. That's funny. Well, YouTube's down. I wonder what happened.
Down with YouTube.
Apparently. I wonder what happened. You think it was like a crackhead or something?
I don't know. I don't think anything's going on. I don't remember them having any big releases or anything on YouTube TV or something.
Is there any games being played on YouTube?
I don't think so. I'm trying to think of what could be, unless the only thing I can think of is they're updating shit.
And it took
time? I mean, Stream Elements did it the other day. It was like a 24-hour fucking thing. You couldn't actually use any of the links for Stream Elements. You had to manually navigate the site. It was a pain in the ass. And if you hit refresh, right back to homepage.
Why are you
Don't get me wrong, the end result is kind of cool. I mean, I like the user interface more now. But an entire day they were down from proper functionality.
Dude, I can't even exit out of the window.
All right, that's okay. My tab closed. Can I at least see my page? Okay, I can see my page. I can go to my homepage, like my dashboard. It's probably saved in my computer, to be honest. See if we can go to the studio.
That's what I was trying to do. I can't do any of it.
Ooh.
Still.
I'm in there. I'm in there like swimwear. Oh, you might be able to get in the studio.
I can't. I just tried.
I'm in studio now.
Are we live?
We are. With excellent stream quality, no less. At least on my end. And that's through you, so...
What is going on?
It is indeed. I'm just not 100% sure if anybody can actually watch.
I can get to your page because it says you're live.
So they can at least watch live channels.
Now I can go to the dashboard because I got the dashboard buttons back when I went to your channel.
My channel is slowly fixing your YouTube.
Kinda. Holy shit, you're right.
I was just kidding, but alright.
No, not that. I'm talking about it's like clear as day. It's like the best stream quality I've ever had on YouTube, and yet it's like I can't even like
But nobody can watch it.
Or everyone can see it. That'd be crazy.
I mean, I'm not filtered on YouTube at all. Oh no, that might be a content filter. I don't know what you've selected. Nah, we'll just do that one. I didn't know that that's the menu screen for Ragnarok.
Neither did I.
Oh, I just got Ragnarok the other day.
YouTube's retarded still.
Yeah, I got to
Holy shit.
I got to my studio, and I'm just gonna not push any more buttons for YouTube.
I tried.
Right
I
now.
opened up. I opened up in another tab YouTube. I didn't do anything. Didn't do anything. Where'd Rumble go? What the fuck? Just disappeared like that?
Umigari is a very, very weird game.
I don't even know what it is.
It's a fishing game.
Oh, that's right. Rumble doesn't exist because Rumble wasn't working.
In Japan.
So I can't even see Rumble. Damn, I want to D-Live, Twitch, and Kick. Sorry, YouTube and Rumble. Rumble's got to figure something out, too. Something's with their back end.
It's a fishing game. And you're fishing in Japan. And to me, it looks like something happened to flood the area.
Okay.
And the fish get weirder and weirder as you progress.
Okay. fish are fucking weird.
Bruh, something happened with these fish. I should have paid more attention when dude was streaming it for a couple of days, so I could get like lore and some sort of storyline, maybe some kind of plot. Never did, because the game description anywhere I look for it does not tell me shit about what's happening in the game. How are you even alive?
Dude, why is everybody so mad at that burnt peanut guy?
I keep forgetting that sequence of buttons is taken.
Huh? You want crack or something?
Just fucking look at it, god damn it.
What?
The shit I sent you in private.
Yeah. I should look this up. God damn it.
Yes, please do. So you can sit here and wonder like me. It's very not gay.
I said annoying.
You were going to say gay.
No. I meant annoying.
It might be. I don't know. But I'm confused.
Yeah, it's fucking annoying. They're not real.
I don't understand.
Bro, neither do I. Like, why would I do that? Why would you show me that? That was actually annoying.
Because I had to see it, so you had to as well.
I literally just don't pay attention to Switch's homepage. I look at the corner where the thing is before I even click it. Before it even shows up. I click, like I hit enter and stare at that corner until I see the fucking thing.
I was at McDonald's, and let me guess, somebody confronted you that you didn't want to confront you.
Use a hoe. You try to get in my pants, but I always say no. Just use a hoe.
You went to McDonald's as at least locally famous streamer.
All right, let me go through my
on whatever platforms you're streaming on. Aside from you got confronted by some guy you didn't want to confront you, and now you're on Twitch bitching about it. That is my prediction for that stream. It's probably super accurate.
Reels. Let's see what's on my Instagram Reels.
That's what I get out of the title anyway. Oh god, my dog's yelling at people again. Hi. See? He's yelling at people.
Who the fuck messaged me on here? Who messages me? Why is my computer retarded? Instagram's not working now. What the fuck?
What is that?
Wieners. It's a bunch of wieners. Just load the fucking page, you piece of dingus.
Dingus.
And then, why? Why you do that again? I hate that you showed me that. Like, I hate it. God damn, dude.
Like I said, if I had to see it, you had to as well.
You could have put a link in the chat?
I couldn't figure it out.
Copy paste, bro. Copy paste.
So that is your qualm about it. Because I didn't make it easy for you.
It's one of them. That and I don't want to stare at fake titties. I want to stare at real titties.
It was just... I'm sorry. I'm just mind-boggled that she chose to go for that size. Where it looks like you can't even breathe.
I don't know, dude. I'm not a weirdo.
Like that's
I like natural boobies. I don't like fake boobies.
I guess if it
I like
makes
natural
her happy,
boobies.
I guess if it makes her happy, as long as she's happy with herself, that's what they say, right?
No, that's what retards say.
That's what those body positivity people say. As long as they're happy with themselves.
So fucking gay. They're gayer than faggots. Like the body positivity movement is gayer than faggots. Okay?
It can't be good for her back. Unless they're literally balloons, that can't be good for her back.
No body shaming unless it's a dude. You're short.
Yeah, but then
your
there's
pee-pee's small.
There's chicks that love the short kings, though. So it's like
I'm not even short. Like I'm like 5'10", bro. That's it. Like I'm average as fuck.
That's the problem. That's the problem in a nutshell. It's not short kings or tall guys. It's the average motherfuckers that basically just get looked over. Because you have girls that love short kings. And you have girls that love them some tall guys.
Dude, girls have no idea how to guess measurement. I'm not saying all of them, but in generality, they have no fucking clue. Like, at all.
I'm just
Amanda
saying,
literally thought I was 5'6".
I don't even know. Okay. I can't
Every
judge
girlfriend I've ever had
either. With length.
I mean, I can.
I guess.
I'll get within like an inch, maybe 2, if they're far away. But like,
terrible at that. Distance is. Oh God. I'm just terrible at judging distance, so it goes for just about every measurement after that.
I mean,
it took me years to figure out what a fucking. It took me years to figure out what a block was. Yeah. I'm terrible at distance.
You mean a cube? Or you mean like a block as in like a city block?
Like a city block.
Oh.
I don't understand the concept of a city block, really. Like, I understand the distance, but I don't understand...
There's no actual size. It's just what they call them. They can be different sizes.
Right. I understand that, too, which probably fucks me up even more.
Oh, I thought you can't judge a block. Well, it's from one road to the next. That's all it is.
Which is really weird in DC.
It's because DC's retarded. Like, it's retarded. It's made retarded on purpose.
I mean, look who stays there.
No. Like, the city was made retarded on purpose.
And also
like,
the government.
The way the roads are.
And
the
also
way the
the
roads
government's there.
Because back when the city started, right, you could do that and it would actually fuck people up.
Yeah, now they've gotten used to this absurd chaos that is DC traffic.
Yeah, but no. The whole point in like DC when it was first built,
I feel like
the whole idea is
normal. I feel like they should make it normal and fuck everybody up again.
That's the point. It's supposed to fuck you up. That's the whole point.
Like
so you can't get places. It's harder to get places that way.
Every
especially when you're on a horse and a wagon, dude. You can get lost.
Every so many years, just change it up. Make it normal again.
I don't think it was never normal. There was a purpose. Like, think about it. When they're on a horse or a foot,
I mean, I get it.
Going the wrong way is a long time.
You got your nation's capital there. It makes sense strategically.
And they did it on purpose. I'm like, what?
It just doesn't make sense in any other aspect.
It's not supposed to. Yeah.
Here,
I'm not saying it makes sense, because it doesn't make sense. That's the point, though.
Here we've got the nation's capital. It is the most difficult thing to get to. Let's put a whole bunch of shit between us and it.
Also, like the mall and shit, like, you don't realize how close everything is together, but yet how far away everything is.
Let's put a whole bunch of shit in the same area so you have the most difficult time getting to attractions as you do the actual capital. That's the part that bugs me. It's not the fact that the capital itself is difficult to get to. That makes strategic sense. It's the fact that you decided to put every attraction known to man within a 20-mile radius, and it's all the most difficult shit to get to. Tourist attractions aren't supposed to be difficult.
And they are.
They're supposed to attract tourists. It's in the name. But just the act of getting there deters them.
It's like easily accessible. You gotta climb a mountain.
Right.
It's the only way to get to where you're going. Like, imagine being like, it's like a commercial for like a hotel spa thing. That's like up on a mountain, but the only way to get there is to climb up it. It's like, oh, you just go off of 599 right here, and then you climb up the mountain.
Our hot springs are perfect for mountain climber fatigue. Enjoy climbing the mountain while you get here.
You fucking dumb as shit.
But at the same time, brilliant. Because obviously you're going to want a hot spring at the top of the mountain to heal the climbers. Like, it's genius.
Yeah, but nobody's gonna fucking do that. Like, there's like 10 people in the whole world who give a shit enough. And one of them can't climb, so he won't go either.
Got broken legs. But he dreams of being a mountain climber. Going to the mountain hot springs. We built this place for him. One day he will walk. Give it the old isekai logic.
So dumb. Like,
Hey, wake up, computer. You need to calm down. I know you only have 4 cores.
why
All 4 of your
is
cores have a meltdown.
boom?
Alright. Down.
It's because I'm black, isn't it?
You can go
You're
into
like
the
dying.
background.
You're like dying.
Yeah,
Oh my
because I'm trying to run. Xbox is trying to open. As soon as it opens, it'll be fine. I only have 4 cores, man. I don't even know why it's acting so rough. It's not thermal throttling.
It just wants to do too much at once.
Yeah. I need more cores. More cores, more threads. Or a whole nother PC.
That's what I'm doing. Sooner or later. It's gonna have to happen soon too. It might be a laptop eventually for a bit, but honestly, I'll do what I gotta do at this point. Get a nice dock for it or whatever. Because I need a laptop too.
Right.
For not this works purposes, but other works purposes. And also, I would like to video edit while I'm like playing, I don't know, whatever fucking game I'm playing. Like have it do its rendering and shit. And the laptop's doing it while I'm using this to stream. Get more work done. You know?
Yep.
And then eventually, when I build a desktop, I'll be having that hooked up to it too. So you guys can see things that I want to show. Like, I'll use that as the screen share. That way I can just sit here, go to what I need to go to, and not really worry about, you know what I mean?
Right.
Not worrying about the stream getting affected, all that shit.
Sometimes you just gotta reset the camera.
Retard ass camera. Fuck ass. Fuck it.
It's OBS.
Fuck ass OBS.
But I want my overlays, so.
Man.
My overlays and my sound bites and whatnot. I want all that shit to work, so I'm forced to use it now.
I'm getting to that point too. But I don't know how well. I actually had a different idea, but I don't know if that'll work later on.
I wish I had known that it was going to be so heavy on my PC.
Oh yeah, because you're streaming your stuff from your computer.
Right. I would have waited to add all the extra stuff until I got more cores. But I'm not the only one that actually goes through this. It's definitely an OBS issue because I've noticed it on other
oh
people's
no, I know.
streams.
I'm just making fun of OBS to make fun of OBS. But I mean, I need a laptop. I need another desktop. The Switch 2. Just to keep streaming Pokemon games.
Right.
And keep my Pokedex full.
Yeah, because they keep saying Gen 10 is gonna end up on exclusive.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't really care. It's just I know eventually they're gonna move over to it, whether it's Gen 10 or Gen 20.
Right. And then I hear they're supposed to be getting a price hike because of the RAM shortage.
Yeah, I already expect to spend a shit ton of money, dude. Trust me.
And they're already. Oh.
Trust me, I'm not too happy about it, but something's got to happen.
Yeah.
Can't just sit on my hands anymore.
No, because it's honestly just getting worse. So it's
come
hard
back.
to
Everybody's just freaking out about it. I said that after the new year they'll come back and start making RAM or whatever.
I just don't understand why they refuse to ramp up production.
Because it's the new year. No one's at working. Oh, you don't know. The Chinese New Year's right now.
Like at first they were. At first, it was because they weren't sure if this was going to be a thing, so they didn't want to fucking make a whole bunch of RAM and then be sitting on it.
Yeah.
Now they've got all these orders from RAM, not just from data centers, but from everybody. And you can't even do anything about it because you're retarded and refuse to make more. Because now you're on fucking holiday. Well, you should have been started to make more RAM. Like, that should have been a thing.
Yeah, it's going to get worse for a little bit. It's not a big deal. Everybody's got to chill.
There we go. That way I can activate and deactivate the camera.
I mean, there are people who are soldering RAM on RAM.
Right.
Right now, it's crazy. Like, what if I laptop RAM and then just put it on a RAM stick? It wouldn't be hard to do, honestly. RAM's pretty easy to solder. Laptop RAM's a little bit harder, but that's usually because not all laptop RAM uses the same size die as the desktop RAM.
Right.
It's not necessarily the same shape. But some are. But imagine getting you have a fast stick of RAM, but you need more for whatever you're doing. and you can either just empty slots or your RAM stick PCB, find something that matches up with it, and then just solder it on real quick. You gotta look for the die, but it's crazy though. Soldering's not as hard as people think. It's just tedious. Very tedious. I don't know. I think America needs to do something about that. Someone who knows how to make RAM. That's the biggest problem with our situation. Everybody's like, we can't do this, we can't do that. Yeah, no shit. That's what happens when you send everything overseas. Fucking idiot. Fucking idiot. Not that it matters. Because it doesn't. They'll be dicks about it no matter what, so. The craziest thing is, like, it wouldn't even be that hard to do, man. They already want microprocessors made here, and RAM and all that shit. But nah, they won't come here.
Nope.
But someone could make something to come here. Make something new. Even if it's only for a short while. I actually I need to see how like a die is made. I'm curious on that actually. Is there video of that, or is that like a closed off thing because of the machinery?
Inside this smartphone are 62 microchips containing a total of 90 billion transistors. These microchips
All
are
right.
incredibly powerful and the cornerstone
90
of all
billion
technology.
transistors.
But how are billions of nanoscopic transistors manufactured into a microchip the size of a tiny ant? Well, all these
I don't care about the
microchips
size.
were
I just want to see what it
manufactured in a
does.
semiconductor fabrication plant like this one. Inside it
No.
is a clean room, which spans the area of 8 football fields and is filled with hundreds of machines, ranging in size from that of a van to that of a city bus, and costing anywhere between a few million and $170 million. Within this microchip factory, silicon wafers travel from machine to machine and undergo around 1,000 processes over a 3-month period. And by the end of production, each silicon wafer will be covered in hundreds of CPU chips, each containing 26 billion transistors. When we zoom in, we can see the nanoscopic transistors at the bottom and over a dozen layers of wires above. This integrated circuit is then cut out from the wafer, tested, and packaged so that it can be installed into your desktop computer. In this video, we're going to explore the entire microchip manufacturing process and show you how billions of nanoscopic transistors and an impossibly complex 3D maze of wires are manufactured in one of the world's most technologically advanced.
But you're not showing the actual process. That's a problem. That's what I was looking for. Dustin!
Yo.
Your screen's black. Microtransistors. Yeah, I know. I know what they are, bro. Like, just... I want to see it growing, or whatever. However the fuck they do it. Three months? Holy shit, that's a long time. How many? What's the yield for that? Some dude was just like chilling and was like, you know what we could do? We could make tiny wires. We can make tinier wires. How? You grow them. In a pattern. What? Bruh. That's so dumb. But it's true. But yeah, it's crazy. I know how it's made. I'd like, but I want to know like what the machines do. That's what we need to know.
That's the important information.
I'm not sitting through like this hour ass AI generated bullshit for like a year. So YouTube's down. Maybe. I haven't checked it. It has been almost an hour. Yay, it's back up. Look at that.
Oh, YouTube's working again.
Look at that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I can actually change settings and stuff. There we go.
Whoopi Goldberg's in the Epstein files. This is hilarious.
You know who's not in the Epstein files? Master Roshi.
You know who else isn't in there? The legend. The monster. The river monster guy. Ghetto fatigue. What do you mean he's what? Apparently Hassan's spurging about the burnt peanut. What's Asmongold saying here about someone being fucked?
Masters of Creation lawsuit exposed massive fraud. Okay, we're gonna look at this. So this has been pretty big. Like Steven might actually be fucked.
Today we're talking about the ashes of creation, absolute gaming scandal, and illegal nightmare that's come of it, and one of the biggest disasters in gaming history. This is a legal mindset we teach you to be
You got an echo going.
American attorney. This is a fast video, the quick and dirty version of
No, I wanted to play that game. God damn it.
that came to my attention as I really came into the scope of this, the accounting nightmare and absolute insanity. And from a person who's been in corporate counsel, this is a level of absolute corporate degeneracy that needed to be exposed. And also the risk for people investing in this, whether you're a large investor.
Some guy put $80 million into this shit. Like, I'd be out of my mind.
All of these people were harmed in this scandal. So let's get into that today on the show. First, ashes of creation. So this is the defendant here. Just so you guys understand, this was supposed to be a quote-unquote old school sandbox MMORPG.
And keep in mind, as far as I know, a lawsuit hasn't been filed yet, but there's a chance that a lawsuit is going to get filed.
Type RPG, in case you haven't heard of it.
$80 million, that's a lot.
9 years since 2016. So obviously the studio, Trap Studios, is at the center of this. The real defendant here, the one who really comes up over and over again, is Mr. Stephen Sharif, who is not only creative director, but really the founder, the driving force behind this. And when you look at all the accounting, it points back to this gentleman. And there are many plaintiffs. When you look at the plaintiffs here, you see there are Warren Act lawsuits, which were mass layoffs. That's something I'm going to explain to you guys because the laws regarding that area. We're in California. They're even more strict. Then you've got TFP Game Holdings, Robert Dawson, a massive investor. Jason Ramis, unpaid vendors. They were not paying stuff like legal services, etc. All that had to be paid back. And then one thing I'm really concerned about is backers, crowdfunder class actions. Because
there's no way that happens. Like, I think probability is that these two guys are probably going to sue. The vendors will probably get a liquidation amount based off of the company, selling its assets and then getting the money off of that. And then this lawsuit probably isn't going to happen or go anywhere. And this one definitely isn't going to happen or go anywhere. That's my guess.
In my mind, Kickstarter funding and whatnot, it may not be as high. It should be treated as less than, or should be treated as second class. It's forgotten about. That's people that were harmed as part of this whole debacle. So let's get into the opening statements here. The Sandbox MMORPG was developed and announced in 2016. It grew through Kickstarter, primarily hitting $750,000 in 12 hours. So getting a lot of traction very quickly. And eventually ending up with over $3 million in funding. So a significant amount.
That's like rent for like 2 months, by the way. It's like nothing.
Of Kickstarter funds in the aggregate. Although yes, that's less than their total investment amounts. But we have to remember, as we're going to see, a lot of this was really a pyramid of loans based on projected revenue that was not reported correctly or not being actually donated. And then that used great larger loans. So just a whole sort of pyramid that started with Kickstarter. Without that Kickstarter funding, they wouldn't have been able to secure the larger loans and get themselves in this deep.
Yeah, this is there's like a legal financial thing that people do. Like whenever you get into big money situations, you have people that use debt as a collateral asset to take on more money, and then they use the debt that they just took on with that money in order to get more investment, and it's like a total fucking bunch of bullshit.
Early access launched on December 11, 2025, but the entire studio closed in January 2026, and the game was removed from Steam in February 2026. So the real question here is, like, did the people that bought in get what they paid for?
How you get caught?
Expect the launch to take 9 years and then only last for a couple of months. No, that's not the typical expectation of a game.
They use it as an unlimited money glitch until it runs out and they get caught up, and everybody wants their money that you never had to begin with, i.e.
all sorts of companies across the United States, and particularly if you're in California, they have an extra special statute that has more requirements and is much more strict. So they laid off 123 employees without proper legal notice. So this signals to me, as someone who has deep experience with this, very very big insolvency issues. Typically, you're going to be able to do this. You're going to be able to get around this and deal with this if you've got the money, if you've got the ability to deal with this. Only companies that do not have money and that are truly deeply insolvent are going to run up against WARN Act mass layoff issues. Right?
Or companies that don't give a shit think they can run away with the money too. Keep that in mind as well. Like it's not like it's always one or the other. It could also be they can get away with it because there's no way like how are they going to get something like that? How are you going to get the money out of them? Because at the end of the day, unless they can figure out that Steven, unless they can hold Steven personally liable, which like is very unlikely. There's a high chance that they're not going to be able to get that money out of it because all the company's assets are probably
never existed to begin with.
That they already have loans against those assets to begin with. So like, how are they going to get any money out of it? Period. Prison, you don't go to prison for this.
That's typically a sign you don't have the money and you're not doing the budgeting properly. And the cases that are looking into this and the cases that are against this are in several jurisdictions. They're really seeking 60 days back pay and benefits. There's two class actions. One of them's in California. And like I mentioned, California.
And where are they going to get the money from? They never fucking existed.
Probably going to get a payout there in California. But I want to read you the comments from, once again, Mr. Stephen Shreve, because he's a character here who, after these layoffs were happening, tried to draw out a lot of sympathy. And as we're going to see, he's perhaps one that shouldn't be speaking here. But let's read his statement, give it fair dues here, and give it some thoughts. So he said, and this is one of his statements he made on Discord, I can make a limited statement in my personal capacity and not on behalf of the company.
Nothing's going to happen.
The company shifted away from me, and the board began directing actions that I cannot ethically agree with or carry out. As a result, I chose to resign in protest rather than lend my name and authority to decisions I cannot ethically support. Following my resignation, much of the senior leadership team resigned. Following the departures, the board made the decision to issue the WARN Act notices and proceed with a mass layoff. I cannot responsibly speak to further details at this time due to ongoing legal and governance matters. That's some real corporate lawyer speak right there.
Oh, yeah.
What I can say is that the developers and staff acted in good faith. That's a word right there. And deserve better than uncertainty they are now facing. I am incredibly dismayed by the situation. I guarantee you he had a lawyer.
72 clown emoji reacts, 22 middle finger reacts, 8 caps, 33 poop reacts. Like, I mean, this is not looking good, guys.
Draft this up. I can tell you that right now. This is a definite lawyerly statement talking about limited statements, good faith, right? This is something that is lawyer drafted up. And we can see that when we actually do the accounting. And credit to Nafaz HQ, who did a lot of the accounting work. And there's a lot of...
Oh, no, bro. Robert gave him... Dude, this is like 3 months ago, and you just dropped in a million... 1.3 million. Oh no!
Great accounts.
So wait, Jason had. Wait, you put in 6.8 million, and he only gave you 3%.
That have been following this and haven't gotten enough traction on this because I believe a scandal of this size deserves to be exposed.
What the
so
hell?
That everybody knows this is what you can be getting into with these projects you're giving money to and investing in, whether you're investing on Kickstarter or whether you're somebody who has a significant amount of money.
Steven only had 5%. Like, wait,
401k.
This is crazy.
Deciding to direct it towards these things. This was a massive.
But I mean, I just don't understand
here,
what the purpose of going for money is when the money was never there.
This is absolutely an insane amount of money that was really missing.
I agree.
So let's get into the investor lawsuit. So the first lawsuit.
Like, don't get me wrong, I understand your frustration at not getting paid and stuff. I do. I really do. But the money was never there. And I feel like y'all knew that from Jump Street.
All very serious. claims, and those are all related to essentially when you're having an amount of money that's not directed where it should go, it's being embezzled. You're commingling funds. That means personal funds and business funds.
That's the piercing the corporate veil. That's how they can hold you personally liable versus holding the corporation liable.
Fraudulent misrepresentation. You say you're going to use it for one thing, you're using it for another, and breach of fiduciary duty. You're in charge of those funds and you're misusing them. You have a fiduciary duty to your company, right, and investors to use them in a proper.
I don't know. Actually, this is a question.
Just like anything I get from here goes to
you only had to operate out of fiduciary
PC
responsibility when you were a publicly traded company.
Because that's what I said.
I wasn't aware that a privately traded stakeholder has the ability to hold the board to a fiduciary responsibility. I thought it was only if you were publicly traded, but I don't know that.
Manner. So they go out and say that Sharif withdrew $10 million that just wasn't accounted for.
I don't know the answer.
He was paying his husband, Mr. Moore, John
it.
Moore, the former COO, a salary without work. So essentially his husband was not working. So remember back to his statement when he says, hey, the senior leadership resigned. Okay. Well, yeah, one of them was your husband who wasn't doing any work, right? Using company funds for a California mansion, definitely not permissible. And then
See that? I think that if he actually used company funds to buy a mansion, I think that they're going to get him.
Oh, yeah.
I do.
150%.
Especially if you're living there and you're not.
If they can prove he embezzled the money out of the company to use for his personal shit, then yeah.
Out of there. But there's a reason why you can't write your whole house off whenever you're writing out a home office, right? You have to look at the area of the house. Like, I don't even write off my home office. I don't even do that. I have like a million other write-offs, but that's not even one of them that I engage with because there are certain things like that are like red flags for auditing, and it only gets you like $1,800 in some cases, right? It's not even that much. They rented, not bought. Yeah, but if they're renting the house. So, and here's the issue, right? Is like if you're renting the house and you're recording videos in the house, you're probably going to use that as a defense. But I don't think that anybody is going to realistically buy that.
Loans as revenue to secure larger loans. So essentially, they were taking loans based on
I don't want to talk about it.
Promised revenue or based on that Kickstarter revenue.
It's really bad.
Once again, all going back to Kickstarter, taking that Kickstarter revenue, using that to secure a loan, and then counting the loan as revenue, which is not good accounting practice. I'm not an accountant, but I can tell you right now, that's not a good accounting practice.
Well,
right?
it's obviously not. It's illegal. Yeah, of course.
To use a loan as revenue to secure a larger loan, right? And that's just a big pyramid of debt that ends up collapsing on you. And then sabotaging the company upon his resignation. So all of these things happened, and this lawsuit was concluded, and TFE foreclosed on Intrepid seizing all its assets and IP. So they did get the assets and IP in this case, and it does show, once again, you've got...
Getting the assets and the IP is like getting the wrapper from a candy bar after somebody's done eating the candy. Like, I mean, it doesn't matter. Like, nobody gives a shit.
Evidence out there. You've got documents that have been released to show that these things happen. So these documents and evidence are now used by people, such as on YouTube, to expose them, accounting and tax emails, etc. But they can also be used in other class actions, and that's very important here. Next, there was the Yaya legacy. Also be used.
This is crazy. $10 million unaccounted for. You could figure this out in Christ. Like 10 seconds.
In other class actions, and that's very important here. Next, there was the Yaya legacy lawsuit, which was another large investor, Jason Karamis, against Sharif. And this one's got really the big key points here. Pretty much saying
this is the guy, I think, that called into that other dude's stream like 3 days ago.
Sharif orchestrated a $140 million fraud scheme by falsifying self-funding when he really gave no money himself. So he had zero personal investment looking at the QuickBook.
I'm not sure if I believe that. And the reason why I don't believe that is because there's a good chance that the personal investment that he did was at the founding of the company rather than the incorporation of the company with an investment structure. I think this could be, because again, you have to keep in mind, everybody is already going to be against Steven. And I think that that's going to shade everything that people hear as being negative against Steven. And I'm not saying Steven's good or not. I'm just saying that keep in mind that whenever you hear it from Jason, that Jason's going to give you the perspective that's in his best interest.
And using that as the evidence to say, hey, he's got nothing in here. He was failing to report monthly losses of $2.3 million every month. Think about that. Not putting those losses on the book, that's crazy. Having no board meetings in 9 years. And this is one that I like, how negligent do you have to be to not have a single board meeting in 9 years?
Yeah.
That's really how you pull the wool over people's eyes, is you're just not talking about things, you're not having any minutes, you're not doing what
it's not hard to deceive people when you just don't tell them shit.
Not, when you're really spinning up.
You do it's quarterly or once a year, right? I mean, it's like I thought, honestly, like I remember whenever we went through all this, I thought the law was that you had to do it once a year. Like that's what they made it sound like to me whenever I talked about this, or I looked into this. Like I thought you basically had to do it. That's why I'm confused.
Even have monthly or bi-monthly, right? If you're really in a building phase, but having none, that's not acceptable. Using Steam revenue for personal gain, bankrupting Intrepid Studios, and rejecting a restructuring. Remember, businesses can more easily go through bankruptcy and restructuring than personal accounts and personal bankruptcy. So it's always possible, even if you're in deep, even if you have a lot of problems, if along the way in this 9-year journey, if Sharif wanted to redirect the company and go elsewhere and try to restructure it or try to get things right, that could have been done. There's points at which in a company you can restructure even a really bad situation, and you can try to go get alternative funding or try to argue different debt rates, etc.
This is the reason why Ubisoft still exists, by the way. We talk about, oh, wow, women are so stupid with astrology. Trust me, some accounting measures are even more bullshit than horoscopes. Keep that in mind.
That's always possible, but they decided not to do any of that. And this lawsuit is now impending. And now getting to the one thing that I'm kind of passionate about, which is Kickstarter. As somebody who's invested in some Kickstarter stuff in my time, and looking at what was promised, these are tier lists from one of the Kickstarter campaigns. There were, from what I'm aware, talking to people, there were multiple Kickstarter campaigns, but from one of them, you got the Warrior of Old at 250, Braver Worlds at 500, Leader of Men at 1,000, and all the way up to Avatar of the Phoenix at 10K a pop. And what you're promised here are things that you can use in the game, is getting access to the game and being able to use all these things, have all these things. Look, some of them have lifetime subscriptions, etc. And the way they tried to snake out of this, the way they try to get out of being responsible for this is saying, we launched the game. We launched the game. Well, was that really a launch? It was more of an early access that you had barely.
It's definitively an early access because it was released as an early access on Steam. I think if this went to court, nobody could conclude that it was a. That's like saying a beta for a video
regular
game or
launch,
any playable demo is a launch of a video game. That's obviously not the case, and it's a deliberate misunderstanding of what the terms mean.
Months, under 2 months of access to? I don't really think so. So getting into the Kickstarter claims, which have not been filed, but people are wanting these things to be filed, I think under California law, piercing the corporate veil against Stephen Sharif is very likely to succeed. So there is a possibility
if he lived in the house, probably
for these things to kick off. There's very strong evidence for fraudulent inducement and misrepresentation, which is California Civil Code Section 1572, breach of contract and implied covenant, and unjust enrichment. So for the Kickstarter TOS and the campaign promise, putting those together, saying, hey, you put this on Kickstarter, look at the TOS, look what you have to deliver there, plus your promises during the campaign, that's an enforceable obligation. That's something where
I just don't think that, I don't really see the class action Kickstarter lawsuit happening.
Yeah, me neither.
I don't. Now, I would say that, do you know who should do it? Maldavius Fig Tree. Pirate Software. The man himself. Because let's be honest, Thor is so he can be so sanctimonious. He can be so self-righteous. Oh my God. And he does this. And if he honestly should do it for content. It would be crazy if he did that. The redemption arc. Yes, exactly, bro. Fucking exactly.
You have a obligation to launch the game truly or refund.
Second
Really,
generation
I mean,
Blizzard.
to
Yeah,
me,
he
that's
should know.
pretty straight up. And that
Didn't
is
he
one
used
of
to
the
work at Blizzard?
strongest claims
Yeah, he
for
did.
people looking to put this together. And then you also can look at early access as not a launch per expectations, especially after a 9-year delay. And looking at the backers giving so much money, 3.27 million, which Sharif misused. He's enriched by that. So he himself personally was enriched by that, some of which he used to secure loans, which he mismanaged or misused, but it has to go back to
I wonder, this is a question I don't know, is that if you use funds to secure other funds, if the funds that you secured with the first funds and then you misappropriate those funds, does that create enough of a grounds to say that you were misusing the original funds and have them redistributed? I don't know if that's the case. I mean, logically you would assume that is the case, but maybe from a categorical perspective it wouldn't work. It stacks, yeah, that's still embezzlement. I just don't know enough about this.
Original 3.27 million the game wouldn't have been started without. So backers, if they want to get behind this, which I know a lot of people are talking about this on different platforms right now, they should really document their pledges. Yes. They should save all those statements from Sharif and join in a class action. Try to find a class action in California that is very good.
That's
Let's get to the There's a very high likelihood of piercing the corporate veil against Steven Sharif and possibly others such as
seems like it. It seems like he's not gonna go to jail. He's gonna go in a crazy debt.
Contract and unjust enrichment for those Kickstarter backers. So I really think they should seriously consider this as a way to fight back. Courts need to offer a remedy for backers and crowdfunders to prevent.
Will not happen. Nothing's happening with that. I'm gonna be honest. The guys with a lot of money on this will probably get something out of it, but the fucking random people, if you were like, I love Asmongold and he's interviewing this guy and he's making my favorite MMO, I have to give him $250 to play it early. Oh, it's a scam? Oh, not again.
Yeah, basically.
You're not getting your $250 back, man. Sorry about that. Oops, my bad.
Them from being scammed in the future. Backers, I know what they're giving is small compared to a 401k or a pension fund or a large investor, but they shouldn't be treated as expendable and they shouldn't be treated as second-class
get their money back, but they won't.
Law and under the law. They shouldn't have to look and say, okay, well, I've given up this money now. This money is gone. I'm not going to get anything from it. That can be a lot of money to a person. If they gave 250 or 1,000, maybe to them that was a lot of money. And yes, it's not $99 million. Right, but it's something that should be given
collectively
back
$3 million.
So I do think they should come together and form a lawsuit and look at a remedy here because this is an unjust thing that happened. And Ashes of Creation is absolutely one of the biggest scams that I've seen in really recent history regarding games. But
I want to see what the lawsuit is, and more importantly, I want to see what Steven's response to it will be.
Oh yeah.
Because what
that'll be the most
crazy.
Interesting.
You're talking about basically the biggest corporate fraud things that you can possibly do.
Seems like
I don't know.
I want to know what you guys think in the comments below. Have you
this
heard
is
of
why
it?
you never have all that
it?
shit.
What do you think
just
about it now? Let me talk to you later. Peace.
Oh, you just do shit.
What a fucking
you just do shit right.
Honestly, I do think that there's a high probability if he used the funds to buy that house
and make a good game,
there is a good chance that he could be getting cooked, man. Maybe Steven thought about saving the company with Steam sales. I thought they already made the decision before then. There's the video right there.
It's a shitty game.
I love Andrew, Legal Mindset. I've been watching his videos for a very long time.
Well, I mean, they never got a beta.
Take on things, short to the point video, etc. And so sad.
To my
I
knowledge,
wanted to make a good one.
Pretty much. It's kind of sad. I mean, that whole thing, and what's his name? That one streamer dude just got fucked on something like that or something. Apparently, aliens are real. Apparently, that Obama leaked that shit or something.
Yeah. He says they're real, but he's never seen one. Like, it's in the files that they are 100% real, but he's never personally seen one. My thing is, you got those files of aliens and stuff come across your desk, and that didn't intrigue you enough to go look? If somebody shows me those files, I'm going to be like, hey, I want to go to this place and see what you're talking about.
I mean, it is what it is, I guess. I don't know. Jesse Lee Peterson had a debate with two guys as flat Earth and not flat Earth. That's funny. He's moderating. Now Asmongold's got another video. It says
Indie
gamers
games
actually
aren't just
won.
stealing players from AAA games; they're stealing players exponentially to the point now that investors are talking about it, and it's heralding the collapse of the default authority that much of this industry has enjoyed for far too long.
Absolutely.
See, now I know some people are going to say, "Well, people have always talked about indie games. There's always been popular indie games." True.
It's nothing like it is now. Like, indie games are probably more popular collectively than AAA games.
Never been the primary point of discussion.
There's a reason for that.
Has almost always been
usually they're at least 99% finished upon release,
shifted almost
if not 100.
And now we have analysts that are saying that this is some trend.
They don't need to be optimized to run beautifully.
Now, there are a lot
they
of
have to be the future because it's agile development.
Usually, yeah.
For example, whenever a game that's like really big has a problem, it takes them months to fix it. When a small game has a problem, they fix it. That's it. They just fix it.
Yeah, that too.
To this story, I'm going to try to cover all of it. It's ranging anywhere from creativity to choice to price on some of these games. But what we are seeing right now is a complete takeover that is being executed by the most passionate, by the most creative, by the most in touch with their audience,
100%.
And the most affordable. What's the saying? Time is like a flat circle. Well, today we're going back to the beginning.
Okay.
But before that, a shout out to Starforge Systems who did sponsor today's
how about
video. If you
that?
guys are looking for a new PC, check out the link down below.
So
Best
true.
PCs on the market. I can say that because mine still works. Back to the video. I find the timing of this to be almost poetic. 2026 starts off with Riot Games laying off staff because 2XKO just didn't have enough momentum.
I feel
to
like
justify the team size.
I feel like that
That
plug made him feel some type of way. Like I feel like he was not satisfied with that plug.
Comes back from the dead, gets bought back by its original creators, and then blows past 2 million in sales only weeks after its reacquisition. Then we have Highguard, the investor-backed independent AAA live service game that's player count dies in a matter of hours, and here we are yet again.
What, dude? This was honestly, maybe that guy who deleted his account deleted it because he didn't want any evidence out there that he worked on Highguard. He did that preemptively to get hired for a new job.
Talking about layoffs. Meanwhile, Meowgenic shows up, sells 500,000 copies in under 48 hours, cracks 80,000 concurrent players on Steam within days. And while, this is coming from the developer who made Binding of Isaac, the marketing for this game was basically a YouTube video from its creator on a scuffed webcam.
I made a YouTube video. Look at this. Buy the game. Wow. The game gets 100,000 players.
5 months before release.
Yeah.
This is the story that we've been watching louder and louder every single year.
Weird
I just
to
want
me.
y'all to see this. All you need to do is make a good game. Like, that's the thing, is that everybody gets focused on the extra shit, but all you really need to do is make a good game, and then you win.
Budget AAA games land with teams of hundreds or thousands, marketing so thick you can't escape it, and then nothing. No traction, no pull. They hit the market like a brick and sink. Meanwhile, indie games made by one or two people show up with zero marketing and just shred the charts apart, snatching the players by the millions. For a long time, it was easy to treat this like it's some fun underdog story. People love to see the little guy win, but there's always been this quiet dismissal that I've seen underneath it. Like, these wins don't matter. Like, the industry is just too big to have any consequences. Like, the silent majority is out there, and they're still just propping up the AAA games industry. And if you think that, you're wrong. Because indie isn't just outperforming AAA every once in a while. No, these players are getting pulled away repeatedly, and they're not coming back, and now we have proof.
Well, they're direct competitors now. And I think the issue is that because technology is a lot better and it's easier to distribute a video game to an audience, you don't have to rely on traditional publishing. You don't have to rely on, going through a console publisher. You don't have to rely on anything. You could just make your game and put it out there directly to an audience.
Yep.
Not long ago, Bain & Company, a group of analysts and managers working under the Bain investment umbrella, mostly focused on tech and things like that, published a report titled Squeeze in the Middle, AAA Game Studios Must Adapt, where they wrote, AAA video game studios are caught in a pincer movement. On one side, nimble indies are delivering hit games on shoestring budgets, and on the other, huge games-as-a-service platforms, such as Roblox and Fortnite, are pulling players, creators, and brands into their gravitational orbit. In between, AAA studios are getting squeezed. Executives from these incumbent studios can no longer ignore the hard truth. They will have to reinvent how they operate if they want to stay relevant and secure their future.
I mean, it's completely right.
Indie developers are thriving despite lacking large workforces and financial resources that would come with being owned by a major publisher. As an illustration, their PC revenues grew at 22% compound annual rate from 2018 through 2024.
Well, this is going to be actually interesting. It's
for AA, mid-market studios, and AAA, large studios with big teams and budgets focused on making ambitious titles. Even indie's share of total games available on Steam has remained relatively constant, according to our analysis of estimated upfront game sales from Video Games Insight. Okay, so now to translate that into normal human language. Indie isn't just growing faster than AAA, it's growing at nearly 3 times the rate.
Yeah, exactly.
Over the same stretch. And because growth compounds, that gap isn't just sitting there, it's snowballing. It's becoming the new default for the industry. And the market share here is a savage telling, because Bain could sit here and say AAA...
Jesus. Man. Look at that. That's a lot of growth. That's actually insane. I've never seen this graph before.
grew 8%, sure, but AAA also started with
Indie's
the throne.
growing massively.
If AAA's market share, which in this case
in
means
1
player
year, it
base
went up
or
by almost a
individual
quarter.
sales, drops from 76% to 61%, that's bad. That's really bad. That's a 15% loss. That's like these guys losing anywhere from 90 to 100 million individual sales. That's essentially the floor giving out from underneath them. And in this case, they're only talking through 2024. 2025 was even worse for these guys. That was a year where most of the biggest budget releases came in under expectations outside of Battlefield 6, and multiple indie games were tearing holes through the games industry, dragging players away.
It's also the other big issue they have is that whenever you make a live service game and you're a AAA publisher, there's like a level of continual content releases that you have set up. So whenever, for example, Eugenics gets made, then the game is a static, like it's a static entity. Like you don't have to continue upkeeping this, regularly doing anything. It's just, this is the game, there it is. So when you don't have that option and you just have people that are just expecting more and more content, now not only did you lose money on development, but you're also losing money on upkeep too. And that's the other big issue is they keep trying to do these live service games, but the live service model only works whenever there's a few fish in a pond, right? Whenever you have 50 games trying to be live service, it just doesn't work because people are going to gravitate to the biggest ones.
And you know what makes this entire thing that much more insulting? It includes Black Myth Wukong and Baldur's Gate 3 into AAA sales. And I don't care what box and analyst wants to try to put them in. Those are not AAA games in my eyes, nor do I think a lot of players would view those games as AAA either. They are outliers. And if you strip those outliers away, that means these guys are suffering massive losses.
They are.
And the funny thing is, even drafting 2 games into their corner that honestly do not belong there, these guys are
They're still flopping.
Still getting beaten by indie games. That is just insane to me. So what's causing this loss of players? Why are indie games taking over the industry? Well, even the analysts are starting to see things from our perspective, though I do think their data is flawed. Bain writes, what's fueling this disruption is not a cycle, it is a structural shift that's reshaping the economics of the industry. Several trends are behind it. Player preferences are evolving. While gamers continue to value high-fidelity graphics, gameplay is the most important reason players choose and stay engaged with games. And
this is the big problem that a lot of games nowadays have, is that they're not games. That is the fundamental issue. It's that so many of these games, that they don't even, it's like you're not even playing a video game. You're playing like a graphic novel. There's cutscenes everywhere. The combat is garbage. Like, I don't understand this. Like, and that's why, like, I've been playing Neo 3, right? And, like, Neo 3, what I really like about it is...
No, you've been playing Eugenics.
I get to play the game. I don't have to sit through 50 fucking listening to a bunch of proper nouns of events that happened before the story I don't give a shit about. I want to play a video game. That means playing the game. Right. I'm back. Sorry about that. Give me a sec. We good.
Bain's 2025 survey, 22% of gamers cited gameplay as the #1 reason they play their favorite games, while high-quality graphics or audio was cited by only 7% of gamers as the most important factor. That dynamic has helped level the playing field, as game studios of any size can achieve commercial success if they get the gameplay right. See Undertale, Stardew Valley, and Vampire Survivors, for example.
All gameplay.
Indie quality is up. Top indie games rival or surpass AAA titles in critical acclaim. Last year, 75% of the top 20 highest-rated games on Metacritic were developed by indie studios, nearly double their share in 2016. As of this writing, Claire Obscure Expedition 33, Blueprints, and Split Fiction top Metacritic's 2025 ratings, outshining even the most ambitious AAA releases.
And I'll tell you the reason why that happens.
Pretty much AAA games are just killing.
Each of those games that were mentioned
or dying
solve a very narrow
games.
problem. I
They've
want
done
to
nothing
do puzzles
really.
Than play Blueprints. I want to play with my.
They're just kind of like whatever. You know what I mean? I haven't been excited for a game in a long time. I can tell you that. So. All I know is that apparently they're trying to ban dogs in New York. Fucking Muslims. Yeah, then you got that one bodybuilder who pretty much is going through shit because some dude hit on his wife or something. Hmm. I don't know. I mean, I think games are getting really bad. I mean, all the AAA games have gotten worse over time. All the franchises. Oh, the big one. Some don't even exist anymore, so that's a huge problem. I mean, even Pokemon suffers from it greatly. I think the last good game that I was looking forward to, which I haven't played, is Tears of the Kingdom, but I'm not even really looking forward to it that much because there's a lot of shit in it. There's just a lot.
Right.
Like, too much, almost. There's a lot of gameplay. A lot. I don't mind that, but, like, I don't know if I could stream that all the fucking time or play it all the time. That's a game where I just have to sit there and just play it. Pokemon, the reason I like Pokemon so much is because you don't have to think too hard. You don't have to it's enjoyable to play for me because it's relaxing.
Right.
Because you don't have to do too much. Which I like. So at this point I'm just like, I don't really want to do anything. But I do need to play some other games. The biggest problem is that I don't know if, I mean, I guess when I get a PC, I can play Battlefield 6 or whatever. But even then, I don't even know if I want to play that. I kind of do. I'm going to be rusty as shit. I haven't played any first-person shooters in such a long time. It's been years, dude, since I played a first-person shooter. So that's one problem right there. One big problem. That I don't like. I don't like it at all, Dustin. Nothing calls out to me. Nothing calls out to me. Just literally nothing. I'll eventually get through Elder Scrolls and other stuff, but I don't know. Dude, I think I'm going to call it a night. I'm tired as shit. I'm going to go to bed because I'm tired. But you can keep doing whatever you're doing, Dustin.
Yeah, I might do something for a couple hours.
All right. I'll talk to you later.
Peace.
Thanks for watching, everybody. If anyone